Hello, family. Welcome to Tarot Talk with Chouette and Kemet. I'm Chouette, and today we're doing a new spread. This is called the story spread, and I'm going to do this for the water signs and possibly the fire signs. It depends on how this works. Because with the story spread, it's going to go into more detail, but it's going to be more focused on a certain group of people. It's going to resonate with a certain group of people or with certain groups of people. Already, I mean, of course, there's two stories here already that's coming out, and if it resonates with you, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. But let's go with this first story that I see coming out. Firstly, we're going to go with the room for today. For your room for today is Kano, and it was Kano in reverse. So this is Kano in reverse. This is normally how Kano is, but this is Kano in reverse. And Kano in reverse means that there may be some endings. It could be some endings to friendships, partnerships, marriages, or it can also be an ending to a part of yourself that no longer serves you. Basically, you're going to go through some transformations. What Kano indicates when it's in reverse is that, yes, there are some things that you're going to have to let go of, but be prepared to let go of them, and also be prepared to set in a moment of emptiness. Not emptiness where it's bad, but an emptiness where it's almost like indifference. The way I feel it coming out is more so like an indifference. You feel neither, either or, you know. You feel no way. In other words, how the kids say, I don't feel no way about it. You're gonna feel no way about what you have to do, and after you've done it. So that's your rune for today. And just in case you didn't know, runes are an ancient use of it's like tarot, ancient use of divination. A lot of people, well, the story is that Odin is the father of the runes, and if y'all remember Odin, if y'all looked at the I think it was something about gods, American Gods. Odin was Mr. Wednesday, is Wednesday on American Gods. But either way, Odin is the ruler of the runes, and this is a rune, and that's what your rune for today say is Kano in reverse, saying that there's going to be some ending to things, but you always know that if there's an ending, with every ending there's a rebirth. So let's go ahead with this story here. Scorpio. This is for Scorpio. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said it or not, but this is for Scorpio. And excuse me. We're going to start off with this story. What's surrounding this story is maybe some overindulgence. There was some overindulgence in your past. Maybe some partying, maybe overeating, but you did those things so that you can have some type of emotional fulfillment. Basically, to say you're eating your emotions or drinking your emotions. But what's coming out here now is that you're going to put it into the party so that you can go and search for something more meaningful, something deeper. Beginning of the story, there was some over drinking, there was some over partying, and it could have been a third party situation. But in thinking about the first way the story goes is that you're putting an end to the partying, in search of something deeper, looking for the bigger picture. You're getting over losses, you're getting over sorrow. You are going to start, you have, well, not going, but you have been thinking about going into a traditional way of thinking. You're letting go of the party life, and you're going into thinking about your religious things, philosophical things. But you're doing it in the unorthodox. You want to break away from tradition with that. And in breaking away from this tradition, you're trying to balance yourself out. You're trying to find your wish fulfillment here, and have a union with yourself, a divine union, or balancing yourself out, balancing your male and your female, so that you can have this a brand new beginning to a new creative action, new creative project, so that you'll be happy with being maybe even single, but either way you're going to be in good health. You were in good health. You may enjoy being single. You use discernment also when it came to thinking about this, how do you put it, just being overwhelmed by tradition. Remember, we're talking about tradition here. In your singlehood and in breaking away and starting this and beginning this new union with self and this new project and finding gratitude and finding yourself, you're going to find also that you are being overwhelmed by tradition, or that you're being overburdened by tradition, oppressed by tradition, maybe even overwhelmed by responsibilities. But by the tradition, that's why you're taking on a new sense of unorthodox tradition, new orthodox thinking, philosophy within a family or a community. So you may have found that it was overburdensome at some time, at one point, or that you may have felt oppressed by tradition. As the rune said, there may be a drastic change, a sudden change, an inevitable change that may come within this family. Like the rune said, there may be an ending to a family, a partnership, a friendship, or a business. And this also says family. But this is also the upheaval of that family or partnership. It can also mean that there could be about to be an upheaval in and corrupt organization. I know that seems a little awful, but you may want to think about some of the things that you're involved in and some of the groups that you're involved with. But there's going to be a sudden change that's going to come up. In your near future, you're going to have a clear sense of mind, clear mentality, a clear communication. You're going to accept this offer of clarity from your higher self. You're going to stick up for yourself. And in your distant future, you'll see the change that's going to come in, that you're going to come into, because you're going to become the King of Wands in your distant future. King of Wands is the authority on his passions, his desires, his creativity, his projects. He is the authority of his life. If you look at the colors in itself, you can see that there's green over the heart, which is green is the color for your heart chakra. And you have red, and red is showing the lower part of your body, but it's more concentrated on the lower part. And your lower part is your, when you think of your lowest part, you think of your root chakra. But you can also see, and root chakra is your desires and passions. But you can also see that he has green on his feet, which means his steps are guided with his heart, guided by his heart. So you will be the authority on your new life, your new projects, your new passion. And if you look closely in the middle of this card, you'll see, to me I call it a salamander or a lizard, but either way you see that it's in the Ouroboros. It's in a circle. It's in this head devouring its tail, meaning rebirth and birth and rebirth, death and rebirth, transformation. And you see that there's lions above and below, and the lions means courage. So you're going to have courage in your transformations as you become King of Wands on your new beginning, an authority over your life. Okay, so that was the first place. That was the first way, with just you thinking about you and your inner self. Now, when thinking of a situation with a partnership or a partner, you could have had some, again, overindulgences, overeating, over drinking, over partying. There was a third-party situation, maybe a third-party relationships that you brought to a close. You got over it. You're getting over that, and you're going to move forward. You're going to go and look for a different way of doing things, something that so many people don't think about. And for some reason, what just popped in my mind, Polygamy. It's an unorthodox way of living or moving forward within a family or community. You're trying to find balance within yourself, or you're going to try to find your footing, trying to regain your footing, trying to fix the things that you may have messed up with an Aquarius or a female or a person that you thought was your wish fulfillment, the person that you thought was the one for you, the one that actually here. Sorry about that, y'all. My puppy wanted to go out. Okay, so like I was saying, you are trying to find your footing for the one that you thought was your life purpose. And also, like I was saying, Lovers is saying that this is a divine union, possibly a divine union with so you want to start a new beginning with that person. That person can possibly be a female that appears to enjoy her singlehood, enjoy being single, and she appears to have it all. She's fruitful. She's business minded. She knows how to bring things into fruition. She knows how to manifest, and she's happy in doing that in her singlehood. And that in itself could be that she may say, in that purpose, in that meaning, that she may also say no to this family, no to this house and this white picket fence and a dog. And that may cause this tower here, or may have caused this tower, or this sudden change. But again, still, you will have clarity of mind. You will stick up for yourself. You're gonna be become the King of Wands in the distant future. Once you get over this tower here, it may have already happened. So that's your reading. I hope you could understand it. I told you it was going to be kind of long because there are two ways of looking at these things here. But either way, you do have some major arcanas here. And the major things that you might want to look at either way in either story, things that you might want to look at is this unconditional, unorthodox, breaking away from tradition. You're going to have to find balance, find your footing with yourself, inner self. You might have to be the star, or you have to look for your star. And there is a divine union with someone or either yourself. There's also going to be a sudden change. So we're just looking at your major arcana, which is your overall top story coming from the angels, is saying those things to you, that there is going to be a major change. But look forward to, in your near future, you're going to stick up for yourself, you're going to have clarity of mind, and you're going to, in a distant future, you're going to become that king. You're going to be the authority on your creative actions, your movements, your projects. You are going to be the king of your transformations. You're going to have courage during your transformations. You're going to lead your steps with your heart, but you're going to go with passion. You're also, if you think about the root chakra, also the root chakra stands for red, but at the base of your root chakra is called the kundalini, and the kundalini is a spiral of energy, or so the sacred fire that sits in the lower part of your back. And if you look at the top of his king's head here, he has I don't know if you can see it, but on the top of his head here, he has some flames. So you can also think about your sacred fire, your pineal enlightenment of your pineal gland, and your sacred fire reaching your pituitary gland, hitting your pineal, and you're becoming enlightened with this sacred fire that's sitting on top of his head here. But either way, this is your story, Scorpio. I know it's been long, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please give me a call. Thank you. Not call, give me a comment. And then if you need a reading, you can give me a call. But thank you guys. Enjoy your night. Peace.